Hi there, Kia owners. Today we're going to be installing Curt's T-connector vehicle wiring harness for factory tow packages with a 4-pole flat trailer connector. This wiring harness is going to be the solution to provide your trailer with all the necessary lighting it needs to be DOT compliant in all states. So whether you're hauling your utility trailer or loading up your jet skis for the weekend, this is going to make sure you get there with no citations. It's a standard 4-pole connector, so it's going to provide you with your left turn signal, right turn signal, tail lamps, and brake lamps. The dust cap is pre-attached to your connector, and it can be used to keep out any dirt, debris, and moisture, ensuring a long-lasting connection. You can also secure it to your safety chain loop on your hitch to keep it up out of the way when not in use. We'll begin our installation underneath the vehicle on the driver's side. You want to remove the trim panel located underneath. There's going to be 4 push pins we're going to need to remove. We'll use our trim panel tool to pop out the center, and then you can pull out the rest of the pin. We're going to repeat that for the remaining pins. And now the panel can just be pulled down. There are a couple of nuts up there, but they're plastic nuts, and they just release when you give them a little pressure. We can then push it to the side. There is still a clip here in the back, but you don't really need to take that one off. You can just push the panel out of the way. You'll find your factory tow package connectors located behind this cover. There are 2 of them. They have dummy plugs in them, so we're going to need to remove those. Each one has a release tab that you'll press in and pull outward to remove it. We can now take our wiring harness and plug in the 2 connectors that go into our factory tow packages. One there and one here. We can now take up the excess wiring that we've got here, and we can zip tie it up. I am going to leave a little bit of the module to place it further towards the center of the vehicle to ensure that our 4-pole wiring is going to be long enough to reach its location. We can then zip tie our module a little bit further down. We also want to make sure we can access our fuse, because we're going to need to install that later, so make sure you don't tuck that away to where you can't get to it. And there's a small hole here at the top that we can use to zip tie our module to the wiring here as well. Now you'll want to insert your fuse. Just open the cover, put the provided 10 amp fuse in place, and snap it back closed. Now that our module's installed, we just take our 4-pole connector and we bring it over here to the safety chain loop on our hitch, and we can use the dust cover to secure it to there. We can now reinstall our under panel here. You have to line up those screws and push those back into place, and then you can reinsert the push pins. We can now plug it in and test it out. You can either plug it into your trailer or to a tester like the one we have here. If you need a tester, you can pick one up here at Etrailer.com. You want to make sure that you have your left turn signal, right turn signal, tail lamps, and brake lamps. And with everything working properly, we're ready to hook up our trailer and hit the road. And that completes our installation of Curt's T-connector vehicle wiring harness with 4-pole flat trailer connector for vehicles with a factory tow package on our 2016 Kia Sorento.